Hi, today I'm going to do a bit of a different vlog, or whatever you want to call it, video, to my ones I've been doing about the trying to conceive, and touches on baby loss, but not in the same way. Today I wanted to talk a bit more about, it's a bit of an event, so I will try to keep my anger in check, because I'm really quite wound up right now. I'm sure there'll be many of you out there that have experienced this, because from I can see from groups, communities I'm part of, I'm not the only bereaved person to be treated this way by so-called friends. As mentioned in my previous vlogs, if you've watched them, I lost my mum very, very suddenly on the 30th of August 2012, just last year, and I wasn't able to get back in time to say goodbye. So there's it's hard to lose a parent or lose anyone, but there are other issues that I'm struggling with. Just as a brief outline for anyone who hasn't seen my vlogs, I was 4 months pregnant. Didn't get back in time to say goodbye to my mum. Managed to get a flight back. I was away on holiday with my husband and my 3 living children. Had to leave them behind and fly back first chance I got, which was the morning after my mum had died. Flew back to England on my own. Like I say, 4 months pregnant with a baby we knew had a bit of a problem. He had a swollen bladder, a enlarged bladder, at the 12-week scan, and I was about 15 weeks when I came. I had to come back to England. So I came back, had to do my mum's funeral because my dad wasn't coping. A week later, my husband and kids came back from the holidays. We couldn't all come back, and we had a scan at the fetal care unit and told us baby Bailey, our little boy, had passed away about a week before, so he died around the same time as my mother. And at times like that, I don't know. I don't know what to think anymore, because I think I've misjudged so many people. So many people I thought were friends and just turn out just not to be. I wasn't trying to lean on anyone. I really wasn't. I just thought maybe as friends they might give us stuff, even a little. But no. There are some friends, like I say, that have been amazing. I've had a couple of friends that came to my mum's funeral unexpectedly. One of them has been lovely. She sent me just little gifts, and I've been able to talk to her at times in ways that I didn't think I would be able to, because she's been through losing babies and miscarriages herself. But there are people I thought had been friends of mine for years. Up the school. I'd known them for a long, long time. But all of a sudden, these people start avoiding you. And that doesn't make any sense to me. I know everyone handles things differently, and not people don't know what to say, and all that claptrap that I keep getting told. But to actively avoid someone they know is in pain is just wrong. No matter how you want to paint it, it's wrong. I'd rather they came up and said, "I don't know what to say to you," than to literally cross the road or run across the road in a couple of cases to avoid me. It's not like I'm standing there bawling my eyes out either at this point. I'm me. But no, they'd much rather avoid me, which upsets me on so many levels. One being, the kids noticed it. My son went up to boys he'd been friends with for years, and was told by them that their mum didn't want to speak to me. So why was my son coming up to them? My son is 10. He's just lost his nan and his baby brother, and he gets that. Not on. And I've held back from getting into arguments. Yeah, I've made little comments or whatever on Facebook. Much as these people probably don't think it, I've held back on Facebook. I haven't put my son's picture on there. Other people can, other people do. I mean, I know a lot of baby lost mums, and they put, very clear photos of their babies, whatever age, and I haven't done that. I admire these women for having the strength to do it. I haven't done it. I've put his picture. I'm in a private, sort of one of these secret groups on Facebook, for angel mums, and that's where I've shared his pictures. It's where, I've got people in the family who haven't even wanted to see it. Shared it on there, because that's what we've all done. We've all shared, our angels, as we call them, with each other. I haven't done that with many friends in the outside world. And I haven't tried to. I haven't pushed his picture on anyone. I haven't pushed any of it on anyone, really. You know, I share things that people have posted on Facebook, like you do. You click the share button, and it might be a poem about angels or baby loss or grief. You know, people do. If it's happy stuff, why shouldn't I be able to express myself that way? And I've stuck with facts on there. It was easier at the time when Mum died and everything to just say it on there, because I have friends and family, and it was easier to tell them all in one go than to have to keep telling people over and over and over. And because baby happened at the same time, that was my announcement. That was my pregnancy announcement, by the way. Yes, I'm 4 months pregnant, but my baby's dead. And I then had to carry that baby to my mum's funeral. So it's just been worse than a soap opera. And for these people that I thought were friends, to put feeling a little bit uncomfortable and knowing what to say ahead of give me a moment's compassion and treat me like a normal person, not someone who's committed a crime, which is how they've made me feel. I'm sorry, I'm going to express my anger here. That's exactly how doing that to someone who's grieving makes them feel. If you ignore them, you avoid them, you unfriend them on Facebook, yeah, believe it or not, 4 people, one of them being family, have done that. That's how you make the person feel. Not that, oh, maybe that, you don't know what to say to me. No, you make them feel that they've done something wrong by going through the worst experience of their life. That's how people make people feel. Sorry, this is obviously aimed at anyone. I'm just venting. And there is really no excuse for that. There really isn't. I was thinking yesterday, my mum, bless her, who's in the photos you can see up there, would have called these people fair weather friends. It's probably a really, really old-fashioned term, but I can't get that term out of my head, because that's exactly what these people have turned out to be. When they thought everything was fine, when I was happy, I was pregnant, I've been trying for 3 years for that baby. For some reason, after having my 3 boys, my body's forgotten what it's meant to be doing. I've had to have fertility treatment, tests, everything to get them. I was on Clomid to conceive him. I'd had a miscarriage in April at 5 weeks as well. And then Bailey was born at 4 months in September. And these circle friends knew this. So I still have to go to that school every day. My son is in his last year, thank God, at that school, primary school. And, he's now starting to ask if he can go to school on his own, and it's getting very close to me letting him walk into those gates, while I wait up the road, so I don't have to see these people. Anyway, what I was trying to say is, if anyone out there who is in the situation who doesn't know what to say to someone who's grieving, please do not avoid them. That's not what they want. That won't help. Saying absolutely nothing to someone does not help. It just, what it says out loud in letters this high is that you don't give a damn. That you're wrapped up in your own happy little bubble, and whatever they're going through, that's their problem. That's what that does. It doesn't make that person feel better. Give them the opportunity. If they want to talk about their grief, let them. For you feeling uncomfortable for 5 minutes of your life, that's what a friend is. That person deals with that feeling times a million every minute of the day. And you can't face feeling uncomfortable for 5 minutes. And you don't know that they're going to stand there and pour their heart out. I haven't been, and many of us don't. It might just be, yes, it's a crap time. That's what I've said to people, it's hell. Which it is. I'm not going to stand and go, oh yeah, it's brilliant to lose your mum and baby. Because it's not. My whole life has completely changed. My dad is not the man he was, so I've lost a big part of him as well. I'm having to be the parent and look after him a lot of the time. And I've lost my mum. I've lost any hope of building any kind of stronger relationship. We had issues or whatever with my mum. I've lost that. My boys, I have to watch my 3 children grieving all the time for her. And I see people treat us like that. Unfortunately, family do it as well. Not my side of the family. The family do it as well. And I've worried so much about other people's feelings. People have avoided me. Thought, oh no, I won't say anything to them. I've been very careful, no matter what anyone thinks what I've put on Facebook. I've just stuck to facts. And occasionally I've said about feeling ignored and stuff, which is a fact. I'm not going to lie. Someone avoids me that used to talk to me. I do notice it. I'm not thick. Why shouldn't I bloody spout it on there? And it doesn't make sense to me. I always thought if someone's a friend, they're a friend. Not they're a friend unless you actually need them to be a friend. Or a friend as long as it doesn't inconvenience them for 5 minutes of their life. And this awful experience that hasn't just suddenly gone away because it's not August anymore or September. I'm only starting the grieving process really now. I'm about to start seeing a bereavement counsellor and that next week, all that, or whatever, but I feel like not only have I lost my mum and my baby, I've lost friends. By doing what? I don't understand. I'm never going to understand people like that. It's tainted how I would ever make friends in the future. I feel safer with the few that I know are my friends. I'm desperately trying to hold on to. I do feel now that I can't pass stuff on them because I'm scared that they'll hate me too. So I feel safer sticking with cyber friends, as people refer to them, as on the internet, which is awful. And I don't want my kids to get that message, but I don't ever want my kids hurt like this again. My kids are, my eldest has just turned 18. He's autistic, so emotionally we're talking a lot younger, so he hasn't even processed what's gone on. Doesn't talk about any of it. My middle son is 15 and is really grieving. Like I say, my youngest is 10 and is really grieving. And they just get crap. I'm sorry if this has been a really boring video and I've just looked and I've gone on for 11 minutes like this, but I'm angry, and I begin to realise I have a damn right to be angry. There's no point me going up and saying things to these people because they'll just use it another reason to justify me not being important to them. So the only thing I can do is cut them out. So I've done they deleted me off Facebook already, so fine. One of them I haven't even spoken to, and she's done it, so the word Muppet comes to mind there. Not even got a mind of her own, let alone a conscience or a heart. And I've deleted their numbers off my mobile since then. And I just can't be bothered with it. My husband keeps telling me that he's warned me for years that people are selfish and blah 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 blah. And I haven't. I've always wanted to give people the benefit of the doubt. I've always tried to be the friend I would want someone to be to me, and it doesn't work. So, I have learned a lesson at the worst possible time. Like I say, all I can do is give the advice I've been giving. If you know someone out there, friends, someone you see up the road with, and they're going through something like this, please don't avoid them. Even if you just literally go up to them, whether you want to give them a hug, I don't know, some people do, tap on the arm, and tell them. If you don't know what to say to them, tell them that. Just tell them, I'm so sorry, I don't know what to say. But please don't avoid them. They don't deserve that. And it means you're not a good person for doing it. I'm sorry, but these people obviously think they're still good friends and they're really nice people, but this doesn't. This just sucks. So, anyway, end of that rant. Thank you for whoever's listened. And I hope it makes a difference to someone. Even if it's just someone else that's going through this, just to let you know you're not the only one with friends that don't know what the word means. And big hugs to anyone who is going through it, and thank you to anyone else for listening. Rant over for now. Bye bye.